disorder in digestion and absorption. So the first one which I will talk about is the jaundice. What happens in the jaundice? The liver is affected. As we all know that the liver is the hub for producing the bile pigment. So the bile pigments get accumulated into the skin and accumulated in the skin and other various parts, which is why the skin appears to be yellowish in color. Also, the eyes appears to be yellowish in color. So here it is due to the liver, since it secretes the bile. What occurs is the skin and eyes turns yellow here. Now the second disorder which occurs is vomiting. What happens in the vomiting is and the food which is present in the stomach gets ejected out from the mouth. Ejection of food in stomach through the mouth. Now the vomiting is controlled by the medulla center, which is present in the brain. It is controlled by medulla present in brain. Let's see the third disorder, which is constipation. What happens here is the food which is present in the large intestine fails to get defeated by by the anus. So it is the feces. So basically the feces remains in the large intestine. The removal of the feces does not take place here. So that is known as the constipation. Now comes to the fourth one, which is the diarrhea. What happens in the diarrhea is the content of the water increases. So that is why the feces becomes liquidy. More amount of the water, less absorption of water occurs. Therefore, more of water is discharged. So this was about the diarrhea. Also, there are many parasites that infect our tract. So for example, parasites which causes infection, and those are pinworm. Example of those are pinworm, hookworm, tapeworm. Now many of them are present in the meat we eat, for example like pork, etc. And then there are of course the bacteria and the viruses that causes the infection. The bacteria and viruses that causes infection. Here they all lead to the inflammation. And then there is also one term which is known as the assimilation. Assimilation. This means the utilization of the food, utilization of the nutrients into the activity. That is utilization of nutrients into activity is known as assimilation. So this was all about the digestion and absorption. I have explained you from the beginning how we take food from the mouth, and then the process of how we engulf them, and then through the esophagus how it passes down into the stomach, then into the small intestine, the sections of the small intestine, and then comes large intestine, and then finally through the rectum, and then through the anus the waste material gets discharged. So this was all about the digestion and absorption. And also I've told you about all the important terms. It is very important to study the important terms which are marked as blank in your black in your textbook of NCERT. Also, for the betterment of studying properly, for remembering them properly, try to write down whatever you study in the form of tables or in the type of flowcharts, as I have made here, like jaundice, then liver, then skin turns blue. It is very easy to remember things in biology because there is so much to learn. So try to make flowcharts for the better understanding and better remembering of the topic. Thank you.